When you have questions about what should go in your title, keep in mind the title only exists for the eBay search engine to find your listing. That's it. Whenever someone searches for anything close to your match, you want the search engine to take your item and throw it up as high as possible in that search engine result. Your title is for eBay's search engine. The rest of your listing, photos, the first photo especially, all of your pictures, your description, your item specifics are ultra critical. Fill out as many item specifics as needed, but no more. If they don't apply, leave them blank. All of this stuff we've covered before to show you how to sell the most items possible for the most money. And you won't have competition. You will be their competition. You will be every other seller's competition. You'll move up in the top 5% of eBay. You're going to wonder, why has no one showed me what I'm about to show you? Well, that's because you haven't been in this group very long, or you haven't been watching all the videos or something, although this is a new tip that you almost for sure haven't seen anywhere else. My 26 years of heavy selling on eBay over multiple selling accounts currently means I know a little bit more than usual. I'm not bragging. Don't you want to learn from someone who has experience, who's proved himself or herself, who's written books about eBay, who's spoken at conferences all over the nation? I have done all of that. But my number one job is to sell on eBay. I practice what I preach. I don't do videos for a living. I sell on eBay for a living. I've been on the eBay for Business podcast, which sadly is no longer around, but for years it was the place to learn about eBay news. I've been on the podcast several times, and you want to listen to a guy like me. Again, it's not bragging. Greg's my name, and eBay is my game. And I want to show you all of the top ways to make as much money as possible. To thank you for being here. Look, if you have any questions at any time, just ask below. It doesn't have to apply to this video. Just ask whatever you want. I answer every question, every comment. I am totally on board for this YouTube channel. It's a priority. I want to build this channel and teach as many people all of the things I've learned about eBay. Here's a good one. The eBay search engine. How do you know what to search for? How do you know what to put in your title whenever it's kind of a guessing game between 2 or 3 terms? What do? You ask eBay. I'm going to show you how to ask eBay. It's so easy. No one seems to know this tip. I mean, this is really an amazing trick that's going to improve your listings. Here's the way it works. I did a search for Spider-Man #1. Now, there is a Spider-Man #1 that was in 1963, the #1 issue of Spider-Man. It's valuable. If it's in good condition, it's really valuable. But there are other Spider-Man #1s. There have been all sorts of reprints and special editions and other editions. So Spider-Man #1 will bring up far more than just that old actual first issue of Spider-Man. But let me ask you, did I do this right? If I'm looking for a Spider-Man #1, whatever, I would put other search topics in here. I might put the year I'm looking for, the comic book, when it came out. My goal is to sell a Spider-Man comic book, but I need to know the best way to do that. Do I hyphenate Spider-Man? Do I search for an uppercase S, lowercase PIDER, hyphen uppercase M, lowercase a-n, or does capitalization matter? It turns out it doesn't matter when you're searching for something, so don't worry about capitalization when you're doing a search. Why am I doing a search? I need to list this thing. I want to know what eBay wants most if I'm selling a Spider-Man #1 comic book. So the first thing I do is I search for Spider-Man #1, #1. Let me go ahead and search again. I did an initial search. Let me do it again. Looks like there are more than 410,000 results for this. Now, again, this is all sorts of different Spider-Man #1s. Don't worry about that right now. I just want to know, is my title okay? Now, I'm going to use more words in my title. I'm going to put the year. I'm going to put the full name of the comic book. For instance, this one is called The Web of Spider-Man. This one is called The Amazing Spider-Man. This is The Spectacular Spider-Man. This is The Amazing Spider-Man, only a reprint. So there are lots of Spider-Man #1s. My only goal here is to ask the search engine, what do you like if I'm selling a Spider-Man #1 comic book? Whatever the comic is. One of the renditions, I'm not there yet. I'm working on my title. I've got a listing open. What do? I search for Spider-Man. Now notice the title of every Spider-Man comic book has the hyphen in the title. So I initially start off with Spider-Man, Spider-Man, #1. -1, #1, #1, and I get over 410,000 results. Well, in my title, I could save one character, which might give me enough room for an extra keyword that I didn't have room for before. So maybe that hyphen, that dash in between spider and man is not needed. Now, if I put the hyphen, we got 410,000 results. I removed the hyphen. Now I'm going to do a search again, and we get 400,000 results. 400,000 results. It's close. What's 10,000 among friends when you're talking about over 400,000? 10,000 to me is a lot of searches. I learned from this that there are only 400,000 plus issues in the title that are found whenever I type Spider-Man without the hyphen. But when I typed the hyphen, remember, I got 410,000 plus. So I know that the hyphen is better than no hyphen because the results right here told me so. What about that pound sign? What if I said number one? Is that better than the pound sign one, the hashtag one? I don't know. Let me do a search. eBay will tell us. Ask eBay these things. I would rather not put the word number in a title. If the pound sign does the same thing, I can save room in my title. Whenever I get there, I'm creating my listing over here in another window, but my title, I can have an extra keyword or two, search word, if I don't have to put the word number, but I can put that hashtag. But let's see. Let's see if Spider-Man number one outpulls the number of searches for sale right now of Spider-Man pound sign one way down, way down. This screams at us 9,000 results as opposed to 410,000 results. This is screaming at us that the pound sign is far more important than the word number. Okay, thank you, eBay. Now, these are not sold. These are for sale, but these are tens of thousands of sellers who have some experience. There are some lousy sellers in there. There are some good sellers in there. And when it comes to comic books, there are sellers that have sold hundreds of thousands of comic books on eBay. You need to respect what the majority of other sellers are doing on eBay at any one time. Collectively, they answer these questions and make your titles eventually far better. The higher the number of search results, the closer your title is to what people are looking for when they buy things, because sellers have learned that's the way to do a title, or else they don't sell as many. It's the collective historical knowledge that is learned by a huge group of sellers like on eBay. What if we leave out the number alt and just search for Spider-Man 1? 410,000 results. Wow, that's good to know. That means the pound sign got us nothing. Got us nothing. We still had 410 plus thousand results. So don't do a pound sign there. Just do the number, the issue number. Just do the issue number. eBay's collective brain power of sellers, a lot of them better than us, a whole lot of them worse than us, are telling us that you don't need that pound sign. It works with clothing. Let's go to clothing, shall we? Okay, Levi's jeans, ladies size 9, skinny jeans, all sorts of styles of jeans. Men will never understand them. Don't worry about it. I'm going to just do a search for Levi's jeans, ladies, size 9, skinny, 1,400 results. Well, what if we don't put apostrophe S on ladies? What if we spell ladies, I-E-S? Is that better? Will we get more or fewer than 1,400 plus results? Then if we did lady apostrophe S, we get the same. Doesn't matter. What if we just did lady size jeans? Because we can save some space there by not doing. Not as good. Not as good. So either ladies, or we could do ladies with the apostrophe at the 1,400. Doesn't matter. So don't do the apostrophe. Don't do the apostrophe. Just do ladies jeans. Let's see what we get. 1,000. Don't do that. So what you do is either ladies or ladies, apostrophe at the end, or ladies. Spell it that way. Just do a plural of the word lady. Size 9 skinny. Let me do another search of this. We're still on 1,400 plus results. What if we didn't say size, but we said Z, SZ9? Is that better? If it brings as many search results as spelling out the word size, then we want to just say SZ because we get 2 more characters to add to our title. We're creating a title. We're only asking eBay, what is the best title to use? Because we're searching for things using potential title words to see which brings the most search results. So Levi's jeans, ladies, SZ9 skinny. Let's see what that does, shall we? Same thing. Same thing. Great. We save 2 characters. You always do SZ. Now, in our title, you capitalize every word. You know all of that. I'm just doing a search here. But this search, eBay is telling us SZ is just as good as typing size. Well, what if our buyer gets confused by SZ in our title? The title's not for your potential buyers. The title's for eBay's search engine. The title's for eBay's search engine. We want every term in our title that we are using the search engine to create our title in another window. Everything that we save gives us room for an extra keyword, which might make the difference between a sale or not. And as long as a change brings more or as many search results as a longer keyword, use the shorter keyword. What about this apostrophe S after Levi's? That's the way you do Levi's jeans. What if we don't do an apostrophe S? What if we just do Levi's? Let's see what the search result tells us. 1,400 plus results. Don't ever do the apostrophe. I know a lot of people do. Here's one right here that does. Use the apostrophe. Here's one that uses the apostrophe. Here's one that didn't, and here's one that didn't. Same results. 1,400 plus results, because I didn't put an apostrophe and Levi's. Well, don't do that in your title. You're saving another character. Every character you save allows you to add another keyword like blue, the color, or unhemmed, or hemmed, or something. Whatever keyword will help your title. You can have more room for keywords every character you save by asking eBay's search engine what title works the best, and we're looking for higher and higher results on every change, and if something brings fewer results, don't do it. But in your item specifics, you're going to be specifying a size, so it really doesn't matter, but this is to help the search engine find your listing and display it if someone's searching for size 9 ladies skinny jeans. The bottom line, whether you're selling Spider-Man or skinny jeans, the bottom line is use the search engine to see how many results appear using various combinations of your title, and eBay is telling you, eBay's screaming at you, the best way to create your title. If you have any questions about any keyword, do I use an apostrophe? Do I abbreviate? Do I do a pound sign? Do I just ask eBay. Just search for that and see if that brings more results than not doing it.